Hi, I'm Kyle. I'm the agronomist and salesman at the Garden City Co-op. As we wrap up the 2015 wheat crop, overall it was a very successful wheat year considering the way things looked in the beginning. We had a lot of tough conditions and things were pretty tough from the get-go. Lack of moisture, and but all in all, 2015 wheat crop turned out to be a real good wheat crop. Majority of this dryland wheat came in 40 to 50 bushel, which really surprised guys. The irrigated wheat was as good as I've seen since I've been out in this area. We've heard a lot of irrigated wheat yields, 80 to 100 bushel averages, which is just phenomenal. In addition to the May rains, I mean, we had some good grain fill in that time frame. A lot of this wheat was extremely short, and with the May rains, a lot of this wheat, especially the wheat straw and stubble, ended up getting pretty tall, which, for cover and to catch snowfall and rains this winter's a very good positive. I also keep, in dry land to keep stuff from blowing. The grain fill time frame was also very good. This spring we had some cooler weather right at that pollination grain fill along with the rain, and just with the combination of all that stuff, everything kind of worked out where we kind of had the perfect storm in that time frame. And I think, like I said, these wheat yield potentials went from being pretty bleak to really good. We did have our own set of problems this year, kind of throughout the wheat, as we always do, it seems like. We had a lot of winter kill in the area. It's kind of field by field basis. A lot of it depended on variety, fertility. There was a lot of factors that kind of played into that, but some fields we had some pretty significant winter kill. Other fields we had very nominal winter kill, and other fields somewhere in between. Something to keep in mind for next year, please control your volunteer wheat. Volunteer to help basically control the wheat curl mites and to help alleviate having some wheat streak maybe next year. The other thing that I think guys learned this year is to plant a resistant variety. Here in western Kansas, there's a lot of the varieties don't have a real high resistance to wheat streak, but if we can plant a variety that's a little more resistant or tolerant to wheat streak, that'll do us a lot of good here, if we happen to have another year like we did this year with wheat streak. The other thing that we dealt with this year was we had extremely high stripe rust in this wheat, and that was brought on. Texas, Oklahoma Panhandle had a lot of pressure, and it blew up into this area, and we had the perfect conditions there in May that helped with yields, but also helped with stripe rust getting going. Majority of the irrigated guys sprayed. A lot of this dry land, some got sprayed, some didn't, just because of the bleak outlook at the time. Once we started getting the rain, a lot of this wheat, it got too late to get our fungicides on. In those situations, it hurt this dryland yields. So a lot of these guys are cutting, like I said, 40, 50 bushel dryland that could have been even better if they would have sprayed. Those guys that sprayed, I think there was a pretty significant increase in yields in those acres that were sprayed with the fungicide this year. For more information for 2016 wheat on fertility, variety, or any other information on wheat, please contact one of the salesmen here at the Garden City Co-op.